Hey everyone, it's November 12th. Got another day of the morning market rundown. Let's dive into this price action and talk about these potential scenarios for today. First, we'll start with yesterday's price action. We see that we had this gap up in the pre market and we had some potential levels in play. So let's dive into this into a smaller time frame and check out our map from yesterday. So we talked about our daily VWAP. It was about 7:30. We were talking about the video to see if we could get a pullback down into the 597.92 area, rally back up, start to reclaim the daily VWAP, and get going again. That was our long scenario. So I'm going to change this, which was our daily VWAP, to our 2-day VWAP. So in order for us to start to get long, we wanted to see that pullback down to the 2-day VWAP, which is Friday's VWAP, because we're on Monday. So let's put a VWAP here on Friday. And we'll just make this gold here. So that's Friday's VWAP. In the video, we were talking about a pullback to Friday's VWAP to bounce, reclaim the daily VWAP to fuel that rally to break into 600. Or on the flip side, we were saying to monitor maybe the rally up and the fail underneath the 2-day VWAP here. As it rallied up, kind of reclaimed in this area. This was our roadmap here. Rallied up, wanted to reclaim and get going. However, we move our roadmap. That was the short scenario. The short scenario played out and it pulled down to this is probably about the 2-day moving average with the aftermarket data's on. So we're getting a bounce. We could see that we gapped up near yesterday's VWAP, consolidated between Fridays and this morning's VWAP, and we broke. So let's see if this is going to be, we're able to break and reclaim the week to date VWAP here, which is yesterday's VWAP. So we'll look for us to kind of get back in here and then get going. So that could be a potential long scenario for today. So we break back up, watch the 2-day VWAP, and our daily VWAP continues to be our guardrail. So we could set something up like this where it rallies up, reclaims the daily VWAP. We get a 1-2-day VWAP reversal, and we squeeze above that 2-day VWAP. Or we rally up, we break beneath this daily VWAP. So instead of rallying up, we break beneath it, right? And we come down, start trading underneath that VWAP. And then from fast moves get fails moves, and we retreat back down to that 594 area. And maybe bit down potentially to the 590, the election VWAP. So those are the potentials on this scenario. Potential scenario for the SPY I'm looking for today. Or maybe this just happens right out the gate too. We just trade underneath VWAP, maybe catch an aggressive bounce, reclaim daily VWAP a little bit, and break beneath. But we are underneath the week to date volume weighted average price right now. So that's the SPY scenario. Let's get into the QQQ. Just going back to on the SPY, bringing it back to the daily chart. I mentioned these in a couple other videos, but after this pullback to the year-to-date VWAP and the most recent pullback to the closest percentage to the 200-day moving average, we put a fib extension from this rally up and this pullback, and we're rallying into this one area. So we could see the last time we rallied into the 0.618, kind of consolidated a little bit to give that next move up, consolidate to go. So maybe we're just going to go through something like this, or we're just going to keep going parabolic up and the melt up to 628 area. And that's not a price target. It's just quantifying some type of projection using this fib extension and these recent rallies and pullbacks. Let's go into the QQQ. So we have a little pullback yesterday. We got a little pullback yesterday here, and we are starting to rally back up and starting to look potentially reclaim the week to date volume weighted average price. So if we could reclaim in this area, rally up, reclaim that 2-day VWAP, get back above the daily VWAP. Perhaps we want to see that push and fill this, be able to rally back up to this 516, get a bunch of breakout chasers up here saying, oh, it's breaking the week to date pre-market price. And since it rallied up at that point, about 0.5%, 2 hours, could keep going. But I would prefer something like that. And then that gives us a potential scenario to get involved here, take profits, repurchase them back here with the new stop in there. So that could be a potential scenario on the Q. Perhaps we rally up here, create this bull flag, and it just fails. So we get trapped underneath 2-day VWAP. So we rally down, kind of hold up in here, and then that's where from the failed move comes the fast move, potentially back down to this 509 area in the election VWAP at 506.59. Hopefully this was helpful. And really quick too, we could see yesterday, we were looking to see for this pullback down into Friday's VWAP, which we could see that this VWAP from Thursday pretty much very similar, but we'll move this here. Friday's VWAP. And we just ripped right through it, rallied into the daily VWAP. We were looking to hold this rally up to go, and that didn't come fruition. Exactly like we mapped out on the SPY. I guess I deleted it here, but we rejected, broke the low day VWAP. So if you were a super scalper, you could get involved with a short on the break here with a stop above the VWAP, take off some into the lower day, and then manage your risk as it breaks. You can see it hits daily S2 and rallies up. I believe there's only like a 30% chance for it to continue past the daily S2. So you basically, odds are against you trying to short something at daily S2 already. Hopefully this was helpful. If you like these videos, like and subscribe, ask questions, drop some comments. Have a good day.